All right. All right. Leaving the house right now. Does this sound like an exciting video so far? I know it doesn't. I know it doesn't. But here's the thing. It's not. Surprise. Just kidding. All right, let me take the earplugs out for a second. I can't think right. Ooh, sunny. I can't see anymore. Now I got the thing in my throat from the sugar. I haven't been eating sugar, okay, other than like natural sugar. I don't go for the added sugar bullshit anymore. Know what I mean? Y'all feel me? I don't know about the camera this close. Feels like it's right in my fucking nuts. I can't think straight when I'm not yet on the road, you know? I'm still like leaving the area, right? Stupid, I know. All right, let me just get right to it. I was thinking about something earlier. How old were you? And I'm assuming this already has happened to you and that you already have established what I'm about to describe. Well, let me just say what it is first, right? When can I be nice to myself for just for 1 second? God. All right. When somebody is dismissive of your feelings, okay? Or when somebody tries to explain to you that your feelings are wrong. You're wrong to feel that way, or you're bad for feeling that way. You shouldn't feel that way, or any other variety of someone being dismissive about how you feel, okay? Does that sound like Greek? Am I speaking Greek right now? I hope not. No, I'm smiling. I thought it was funny, so I'm smiling. Now, look how big my hand looks. Ha ha! Forced perspective, right? Isn't that what they call that? Are you movie making people out there? First of all, hey, as usual, oh God, camera's all over the place. First of all, shout out to my 7 listeners, 7 people who might still be listening. That's Trent, my sister, my mom, the Bat, Ono, Igor. I swear I had somebody new. That's only 6. Then I said 6 listeners though. My brother, Dan, 7. Now there's supposed to be somebody new though. Oh well. I don't mean oh well like you don't matter, whoever you are. You matter the most for listening to this. I literally make this for you. I mean also for myself, for my own sanity. Driving to Vegas right now. Yeah, that's something you do a lot when you live an hour and a half from it. Do I have all my stuff? Hold on. I just checked. I check 16 times when I go anywhere. Keys. 2 sets of keys. A firearm? I don't know. Clothes. You notice that's right after keys. Firearm comes next. Hey, you never know what's going to happen to you, okay? This crazy world. And it is a crazy world, isn't it? And then I got all my... That's so boring for you, right? For me to go through my checklist. All right, so I already confirmed it anyhow. I did that before I left. But do I have a swimsuit? Do I have a swimsuit? I'm not going to go fucking swimming. But you never know. I have one. Anyhow, it's cool. All right. Back to what I was saying. Now, when people are dismissive of your feelings, it can be confusing, and it doesn't mean that they're being an asshole about it. They often are, and that's worth noting, but they're not always. They're not always mean about it. A lot of times, it's under the guise of trying to help you. And I know it's starting to sound like I'm talking about toxic positivity, right? Maybe I am talking about toxic positivity. All I know is, so here's the question I was going to pose anyhow is, how old were you when you, again, this is supposing that you've already established that when people are dismissive of your feelings, what it feels like. By the way, I hate the way I look right now. I got my hair cut on Monday. I feel like I look like a fucking toad. Okay, they cut it too short on the sides. It's not their fault. I never know what to say when I'm going in there, you know? Anyhow, I hate it, so it's important that you know I hate the way I look right now, right? Very important. Oh God, I just want to listen to some music here. What am I doing? Just kidding. Okay. Yeah. So the dismissive thing, okay? It still happens to me as an adult. The reason I'm even talking about this 5 minutes in and I'm just now getting to the fucking meat of it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get better, okay? The reason I'm talking about it is because it still happens to me. I'm pretty quick to recognize it now, but that doesn't stop me from having a pretty moderate to intense reaction to it. Usually it's not in words, it's just a feeling, right? Oh, is this the therapy hour? Yes, apparently it is. So the reason I ask how old were you when you became aware, when you became cognizant of this phenomenon, is because for most of my life, I just wasn't. And I'm going to Vegas right now to hang out with some old friends, and I don't know what it's going to be like. One of them is a pretty contentious dude, always kind of wants to argue, and he's somebody, in retrospect, I know this sounds lame to say, but he was always like very dismissive of, like, I don't even want to say my feelings, but he was dismissive of like a lot of things about me. Again, so let's backtrack here. I have spent most of my life 33. What's going on here, guys? I'm a little confused. What's going on? 33 miles an hour in the fucking mountains. Come on. I spent most of my life not being aware of that phenomenon, meaning people would be dismissive of my feelings. Or maybe there's a better way to phrase that. People would be dismissive or challenge my feelings or make me feel like I'm bad for having them. Most of my life, and that's not just me, I'm not, oh, my life was so hard, nobody else, like, that's pretty common. It's a common thing. It's a normal kind of, it's a human reaction. It's a reaction we have when things don't jive with the way we think. And no, I'm not saying you shouldn't express your opinion if it's different than somebody else's. And no, I'm not saying you should never challenge somebody else's logic. Go ahead and fucking challenge it all day long. It's more like, it's really about feelings. And Mom, I know you're listening. Bless your heart, love you. It happens with my mom still. Like I'll express how I'm angry about something. That's a popular one, when you're angry about something, right? And somebody wants to be like, here's a good one is, but what does it really do for you to be angry? You know, why be angry? Why be angry? What does it do for you to be angry? Life's so great, and there's so much in life. What are you really going to get out of being angry? Aren't you wasting your time? Let me backtrack for you, old person who would say something like that to me, which my mom doesn't say those ones necessarily. I know people who do. Let me just say, why be angry? Motherfucker, there is no why. It happens. You have a lot. If you want to know why, join me for one of my therapy sessions, and you can dig into it. That's not free information you just pass out. You know what's funny? I do pass that information out. If somebody asks me, like, well, I'm going to take a sip of water, is that okay? Hold on. All right. I do give that information out. What I mean by that is when somebody will say to me, like, what's a good one? Oh, why do you hate yourself? And sometimes I'll be like, well, here's the actual answer to that question as far as I have discovered and explored, and it's linked to my childhood, which I don't have to keep it a secret from you. You probably already know, which is that it's almost like a script by now, which I don't particularly like, but I know the most curt, concise way to express it is that during the most formative years of my life, I was convinced by my peers that I was an ugly, unwanted, stupid, uncool loser. Okay, I was and bad. I mean, those all kind of fall into the category of bad. Anyhow, so somebody says, "Oh, why do you hate yourself?" If it's somebody who I think might actually be able to handle the answer, I'll say, "Well, this is what I think. Here's the actual like explanation as far as I know." You know. A lot of times I won't though, because people don't really want to hear that. But anyhow, somebody who would ask that question, why be angry? It's as if it was a choice, you know? It's almost like, why be gay? For those of you who still maintain that it's a choice. So I gotta say, and I'm trying not to judge anybody here, including people who think that being gay is a choice. And I say this as a straight man, a cishet male. Mostly cishet male. Look, we've all jayed a few D's, right? Come on, guys. We've all jayed a few D's here and there, 2, 3, something like that, 4, 5, 6, whatever. We've all had a little mutual masturbation session with another man at some point. Am I right or am I right? Some of you are saying, there's 2 of you. One of you is saying, no, not me. I swear I never have, and maybe you haven't. So anyhow, I'm surprised I still meet people who believe that being gay is a choice, which usually kind of just indicates to me they don't know many gay people, which at this juncture of my life, I don't know too many, but I did used to work in dance music. Remember that. I did used to live in New York City, so once upon a time there were more gay men in my life. Isn't that a great sentence? Oh, once upon a time there were more gay. Shout out to the few gay men left in my life. Friends, associates, artists that I work with. Anyhow, again, you meet people who insist that it's a choice. Typically, they don't have any gay friends, probably, and they tend to be religious folks. You know, again, I'm not being judgmental. I'm not trying to judge that. Just stating my observation. So anyhow, that's a similar thing, and I wonder. There are people who believe it's a choice to become angry or not. My experience is that there's really no choice in the matter. The stimulus comes in. You have the emotional, it triggers the emotional reaction. I'm not talking trigger and PTSD. I'm just talking basic, like, that's the fucking deal. The stimulus comes in, it triggers a reaction, and you get mad, right? It's odd to me that people think you can control that. To me, you know, you can control the aftermath. I should say, you can navigate, you can, like, guide the aftermath. You can guide the anger. I don't really think you can control it. You can control your actions, but not your feelings. Like, you can control whether or not you're going to send a heated email to somebody or an inappropriate, rude text. I almost did that today. I was pretty fucking angry. You know what? I'll tell you what it was. No, do I need to tell you what it was? I don't even think you'll find it interesting, honestly. I mean that too. So, why be angry? What's another one is, what's another way that people can be dismissive of your feelings? Aren't you just wasting time if you're just sitting being angry about it? Aren't you wasting time? I hear that. So again, I've asked, when did you realize that? Because I've never seen it so crystal clear now. You know, most of my life, you know, people say that kind of shit. Whatever it is, even if it's unrelated to what I'm discussing. When people say things, you get angry and you have feelings about it. I've spent most of my life not being able to define why. Not being able to clearly identify to myself what's going on and why do I feel so upset at this thing that they said, you know? That's most of my life. Only now when it happens, I'm like, wow, they don't even realize it. This is true. A lot of times people don't realize, like, they're trying to help you and they're like, why be angry? Why be... That's somebody who sees you in pain. Like my mom, you know, sometimes... Again, I don't tell my parents the truth a lot of times because they don't want to know if I'm depressed. They don't want to know if I'm sad, or if I'm struggling with something. And they both, in their own unique ways, like, kind of can't handle it, you know? I don't mean they're like, like, not that kind can't handle, but it really sullies their fucking reality for a while. So I don't tell the truth in that regard about my feelings to them. And that's fine. There's plenty of people like that. Come on, you don't talk about your feelings with everybody. Other than me, I share it with all. Ooh, sharp turn here. Ooh, it was a fucking juicy one. Shit. So, but now when it happens, 13 minutes in, I can't imagine anybody's fucking listening to this. Shout out on a comment if you're still here, right? Maybe it's relatable to you. Some people are like, oh no, I just like to listen to you talk. That's once in a while. They don't like to listen to me talk for that long because the channel's got like 350 whatever subscribers, and I usually get like 50 views. Talking videos do better. You already know that. So now when it happens, I don't need these anymore. Was that symbolic? I don't need these anymore. Like, I don't need these, you know, old ways. I don't need these terrors, these traumas. Well, need them or not, you get to keep them. Congratulations. All right, so now when the thing happens, when somebody's being any of the varieties of dismissive, I recognize it. Okay, this guy wants to pass me. You got it, my man. Flashed his lights. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. He's cool. He's got a Porsche Cayenne. Those are so fucking stupid. If you got a Porsche, so fucking lame. And I'm not a car person by any means. I do like Lamborghinis. They're cool. Being in a Tesla is cool. I've never had my hand on the wheels. I was content to just be in the passenger as Igor took me from, I want to say 0 to 60. Whatever. That was cool, man. If you're listening, Igor, I still remember that. It was really neat. And no offense to either of your vehicles. I just don't think Teslas look particularly cool. But like muscle cars, you know, all these old muscle cars and old Lamborghinis, they look cool. Fucking Porsches don't look cool, man. I'm sorry. They look really lame. And I never even thought about Porsches until I lived in LA, where the status symbol is the Porsche, which is funny. It's just so fucking stupid. It seems so vapid. Anyhow, unless you're in Glendale and you're an Armenian, then you have a BMW. Come on, we all know it. I'm not judging it, although they are the worst fucking drivers in the entire city, I think. Man, I had one really fuck with me. Isn't that scary when you're on the road? Somebody fucks with you, whether they're like trying to road rage you off the road, or they're trying to like stomp on their get in front of you and stomp on their brakes, or act like they're gonna swerve you. Oh no, that's never happened to me. All right, it's happened to me. I'm a pretty good driver. Man, you know what? Maybe the topic of people being dismissive of your feelings is not that interesting, because I can't stay focused on it for more than 5 seconds. You know, the takeaway is, as soon as it happens now, I still get angry, I still have the feelings. I feel like I don't look fat right now. Maybe it's just on the screen. Maybe it's because it was bicep and tricep day. I'm feeling badly. Oh my god, I'm still not focusing. Point being, when it happens now, when somebody is dismissive of my feelings, I recognize it. I still get mad, but I recognize it, and then I just try to acknowledge, or identify what's happening with them. Are they trying to help me? Are they trying to be smarter than me? Are they just... What's the right word? Are they just driving from a place of pure and utter... I almost said condensation. Condescension. That's funny. He was so condensation-y. You can't say it, can you? Condescending. Wow, I'm fucked up now with these words. Condescending, condensation. I heard a good one. Shout out to the bat for this. Is how the turntables, or how the turntables. Oh, how the that's funny. I don't like that it's from The Office, but that is a good one. What do I have against The Office? Who cares? Never watched it. I was just like Always Sunny, which I have watched actually, but much like whoa. People have tried to send me clips from The Office that they thought I would like. You know, if you send me shit you think I'll like, sometimes you're gonna hit. Most times not. Everybody should just know that. Mark, I don't think Mark and Ann listen to these videos. If you are, tell me I'm wrong. Like right now, send me a text message, be like, "You're wrong. We do listen to them." They introduced me to Sigrid. I know her name sounds like cigarette. Is her name really Sigrid? I don't fucking know, but wow. Got a couple songs that are just some of the best shit I've ever heard, and I'm like blown away. Well, now I'm free. Yeah, I feel real free talking about how I can't control my feelings when somebody is dismissive of my feelings. Wow, that's something. You know what the motherfucker of it all is? If you're anything like me, you know, grew up in the Midwest. Is that it? Is that all I need to say about it? If you're anything like me, grew up in the Midwest, suburban, middle-class family, maybe this is just everybody. You just don't think about your feelings. You don't talk about them. You're not really given especially as a man, okay? Or as a boy. That boys don't cry shit is very, very true. At least in my experience. And I know there's people out there who have like caring, sensitive, hip, forward-thinking, elevated adults for parents who are like, maybe if your fucking mom's a therapist, no, that's not true. If your mom's a therapist, it's guaranteed that you're gonna be fucked up. That's just always the way it is. Though I gotta say, my therapist is really cool, and I think her kids are probably gonna be like well-adjusted. I don't know. What I wanted to say is you're just not given the tools to like explore your feelings and even acknowledge that you're just having feelings. It's more, need the sunglasses again. It's more like you just are reacting all the time. Like, that was my whole life, was just reacting. When I say reacting, I don't mean I'm throwing things across the room, but just having really intense feelings. You know, you get angry. As a man, you get angry at stuff. Women get angry too. We all get angry, okay? Whoa, let me pump the brakes here. Yeah, I had another thing I was going to talk about, but it just doesn't seem interesting. I mean, I could say it in a paragraph, which is that. So don't you just feel sometimes, like, if you get sad and depressed, are you a sad and depressed person? I don't mean like all the time, but do you deal with a fair bit of sadness and depression in life? Again, there's a lot to be sad about life, and there's a lot to be happy about too. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Okay, you can tell which fucking side I live on, and that's okay. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with me. Listen to me. Doesn't mean I'm bad. Doesn't mean I'm broken. Doesn't mean I'm in any way like emotionally or mentally deficient or underdeveloped. But I guess I just wanted to say, sometimes it's just like people are like, oh, what's, you know, I went to the water store today and the lady was like, how are you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do her voice. She's like, how are you? And I was like, I don't know yet. I was like, I started getting really depressed at the gym. And she like laughed and didn't understand. I mean, maybe she did. Maybe I should give her more credit for understanding. But I just feel sometimes like you get triggered by something, right? To feel sad or depressed. And then from there on out, your brain is only going to seek things to make it worse. It's like all the elements are conspiring together, colluding, just to make you more sad and depressed. Sometimes I feel that way. And I don't mean that in a literal sense. I don't mean like a pretty girl at the gym and sitting in traffic and a too low bank balance are all like,
let's get him, let's make him feel bad. Yeah, he's feeling good, I want to ruin that.
That's not what I mean. Just to make that clear. Alright, do I have anything else to say? I feel like I fucking shot my load and it wasn't even like good. But isn't that always the way? Don't we always think our shit's not good? I'm gonna put my earplugs to listen to music. Damn, son, I'm tired. I'm tired right now. Alright. This is a fucking, what do you call that again? Like a wet noodle of an ending? That was like, alright, have fun. Oh, I'm bringing a guitar. I'm gonna make some videos in the hotel. Why not?